Get all your Star Wars figs and more at the eBay store Bounty Hunters Guild. Links in the description, check them out. What's going on, guys? Mr. Domo here, back again with another action figure review. So we got the Hasbro Star Wars the Black Series Rey here in the Dark Side Vision version. And so I'm gonna go into a little rant here. I'm not really a big fan of Rey. I just couldn't connect through the the Skywalker saga. They just made her too OP. Really couldn't connect to her. You know what I'm saying? So I really, this is my first Rey figure. It's just, I don't know, man. It just, I just didn't like the direction that they were going with. Like I said, they made her too OP, man, where she was like stopping, spaceships out of nowhere, like using the Force, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about like huge crafts, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was ridiculous. So wasn't really a big fan. The ending was a little bit cheesy and you know what I'm saying, it was kind of like bland. Like it felt like they couldn't think of anything else the way to end the story. Now the reason why I picked this one up was because this is, in my opinion, this is the way it should have ended. She should have just went to the dark side, man. Should have just done it. She should have just killed off Kylo as kind of, whatever, proving herself, or just having a taste of killing and because I know she was kind of struggling with the Force and everything like that. But I think she could have just went to the dark side. It would have continued on with the whole Star Wars lore, and she could have just picked up pretty much as being like the new Sith. I think that's how it should have ended off, man. But they didn't do that, and they kind of gave us like the kind of like the common ending, the good guys win and blah blah blah. But in my opinion, man, that's the way it should have ended. She was a little bit too OP, not really my favorite character. Just couldn't really connect with her, you know what I'm saying? And it was kind of like a struggle because she was like, no, I don't want to do the Force thing and blah blah blah, and I don't know. So but then she was like super strong, so it was a little bit annoying. But anywho, that's my rant right now. That's my rant because like I said, man, I'm only picking this up because I love the design of it, and I in my opinion, it should have ended off right here, just like this, man. Her taking up into the dark side and picking up the title of the Sith. But anywho, that's it. That's my rant right there. So here we go, man. Rey, Dark Side Vision version, and of course, like I said in my previous video, there are two variants right now with her, and that has to deal with the lightsaber right here. So as you see, this is the first release, I would say the original release, where they painted it bronze color, kind of, what I'm saying, it's got that copper bronze look to it, and then later on it has a silver. So if you're out there hunting her down, then just be aware that you'll see differences right there with the lightsaber hilt. You'll see it in bronze, which indicates that's the first release, and then they changed it to silver, so that's what they got right now. She is the first one, which I will give props to Hasbro for picking her as the first one. I think that's pretty cool. Like I said, we got a nice little glimpse of her going to the dark side, so it was really cool. So there is the art. The art looks really good, so that's what I'm saying, man. I'll give that to Hasbro there. And then of course on the back you do have the bio of Dark Side Vision Rey, and then of course she is #1 on the Rise of the Skywalker saga. As you can tell right now, it's really hard to see who's gonna be next, so who knows, man, who knows. But there she is, dude. So let's go ahead, take her out and see how she looks. Let's see how she looks. So there she is, man. Of course, you got the standard, new Black Series packaging where you got that window, and then of course there you got the figure. So let me check out this double-bladed lightsaber, which looks pretty damn neat. So there you go. You got the blade right there, really cool. And then of course, like the hilt, like I said, man. First versions, of course, they're going to be that bronze color. Second version will be silver. And of course, like right now, I think the other variant that I'm aware of is the Archive, Black Series Archive with Han Solo. His jacket is a light brown color. And then there's another one where it's a dark brown color. So there are two variants. So pretty interesting to see some variants. It's kind of cool, actually. And then there you go, man. You could kind of extend it out, and you get that nice double-bladed lightsaber, man. Really cool. Now what I'm looking at right here, I don't think you could disconnect. Oh, actually you can. All right, so there you go, man. There's a little peg hole right there. So You can disconnect them if you wanted to, so you could have 2 lightsabers right there. That is really nice. So kind of cool that you could do that. Now, can you take out the blade? No, I don't think you can. It looks like the blades are pretty much really, oh, never mind, you can take them off. All right, that was just really stiff. This one's super stiff. Let me see if I can take that out. Let me see. This one for some odd reason is not coming out. Let me see. There we go. Dang. All right, so that is tight. So there you go, man. So you can take the blades off, which is really nice, and you can separate it. So that is super cool. You just got to use some you know what I'm saying, you gotta use some strength there. And of course, there she is, man. So actually this figure looks pretty damn awesome, and like I said, I love the design. She should have just went to the dark side and left it as this. I think it's really been really cool. So let me take her out so we could take a look at her. And we do have some soft goods. Yes, I love soft goods. So as you can see on the back there, she does have her nice cape. Really nice. So there you go. Look at that. Nice. Bravo, Hasbro, for doing that. And it's actually stitched right there. Can you see that? Look at that. That's some little stitching right there. So that is cool. So you do got some nice stitching there to just kind of keep that nice fold, you know, that nice pleat that's going on in the back. Of course, on the top here, it is a soft plastic. It doesn't feel like it's meant to come off, but as you can see, there is she is painted, which is nice. So I guess if you wanted to, you could force it off of her or not, but I kind of like the hood down. Which is kind of interesting about her is that they didn't do it's kind of interesting that they went with the design, because they could have went with a soft good cape just like this, and then, you know what I'm saying, just continued on with a soft good, you know, like a cloth cape right there, or the hood. So it's kind of interesting, but I guess they wanted to get this kind of texture right here where you got this line. So I'm not bashing it. I think it looks really good, actually. So and I can see the design choice right there of going soft goods on the back for the cape, but not doing it on the hood, just because they want to keep that texture, and the texture looks really good. So let me give you a close-up of her face. Not too bad. I'm not seeing any errors. The eyes are painted really well. Eyebrows, nose, lips, everything looks really good. Design here, you got that nice texture, and of course this is a soft plastic, as you can see. Underneath, she is wearing her pants and stuff like that, and she's got like these crazy yeah, she's got this crazy design too on the pants, so that's really nice. So overall, pretty good, man. She does have the 2 peg holes right there at the bottom, and then of course it's split all the way to the waistline, so that's really good. That's going to give you it's not really going to hinder you for giving her some good articulation. So for the head though, I'm kind of wondering, see the hood, since it's kind of more stationary, I could see that her face is, you know what I'm saying, like, you're not really going to get too much movement, you know what I'm saying, but you can move her head around side to side. Not really going to be looking up, but she could definitely look down, as you can see right there. So that's pretty good. So there's a little bit of hindrance, you know, due to that hood right there, but that's not too bad. Let's see, she is using a ball joint right there on the shoulders, so that's really good. So you do have some nice movement there on the shoulders, and then she does have one elbow joint right here, as you can see. She's got some tiny arms, and then she does have a small tilt joint at the hand, so that's going to be really nice right there, however you want to display her. So on the waist here, she does have a nice rotation. She could definitely arch her back. She could bend down, so that's pretty good. At the legs, I'm kind of seeing what's going on here. At the legs, it looks like she's just gonna have like that kind of like swivel joint, or she's actually on a nice little ball joint, so that's gonna be pretty good. She does have a upper thigh rotation right there, so that's pretty good. She is using one knee joint right there, and then of course at the ankles, she does have another she has an ankle joint right there, and then she has that nice foot tilt, so that is pretty good. So overall, articulation is not too bad for her, you know what I'm saying. She is a smaller she, you know, her body is just a little bit thinner, smaller, compared to the other characters that we usually see in you know, the Black series. But the head right there, definitely there's going to be some limitations just because of that hood. I guess, like I said, you can probably really force that hood off, or not off, but back, but I just don't see the reason why. I think I really like that design right there. I wonder if they could have just picked a different fabric that kind of, you know, mimics that texture right there. It would have been really nice. So overall, not too bad. Let's see, how does she stand up? Pretty good. Let me see, I get her nice and straight. Actually stands up pretty well too, so not an issue there. Let me get these guys right here back on the let me get the blades back on so we could take a look, see how it looks. And so what's really nice is that there's a little notch right there, as you can see, so you could line it up. So that's really cool. So usually your normal lightsabers are they just have like a peg and you just peg them in, you know what I'm saying? But because here it kind of sticks up, it's got a little cutoff, which is nice. So you could have it folded in, and so she pretty much could just hold one, I'm guessing. Let me see if I could get her hands open a little bit. All right, let me take one off, because it's probably going to be easier to slide it down. Yeah. All right. So there's one right there, and of course her hands pretty much, she's allowed to use both hands to hold the lightsaber, which is really nice. So right there, bam. So as you can see, she could hold them both really good and stand up pretty nice right there. And then of course, it just makes it easier for me to slide it into the hands than trying to open the hands up. And then that's how it looks together, which I'm not really a big fan of, like, you know what I'm saying? If she would have had like alternate hands where she could kind of grasp both of them, that'd be kind of cool. But this does look cool right here, I will say, where she has it extended. That looks pretty badass. I gotta say, that looks really good right there. And of course you could probably just use both hands to hold it right there, just like that. That looks pretty damn good. Actually, that's a pretty sweet pose right there. I might have to display her just like that. But anywho, man, pretty awesome figure. I gotta say, no complaints so far. Pretty good. Just the character, not a big fan, you know what I'm saying? Just not a big fan. But I kind of wish that she it would have been more interesting if she would have went to the dark side and it ended off just like this. Boom. That would have been so sweet, man. That would have been sweet. Then we would have had something to look forward to, because right now it's like, okay, it's all done and, you know, whatever, so what's next? This would have been really awesome. She would have just taken over the New Order and taken the title of Sith, man. That would have been awesome. But there you go, man. There is Rey Dark Side Vision Black Series, and looks really damn good. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for the support, and I will definitely talk to you guys in the next video.